All right, y'all, let's come into another practice. Let's go ahead, if you want to this round, let's come onto our backs and you can position your hips up close towards the couch. Your knees can kind of drape over the couch. Bring yourself down and onto your backs. You can use your elbows to pop your heart and chest up. Make sure your low back comes to the earth. Let yourself feel supported. Knees flop out to the side. You can take one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Allow yourself just to breathe here. Nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Again, big inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. 2 more. One more time, big inhale. Always starting off our practice and our days from a space of gratitude. You can give gratitude to whoever and whatever you like, but what we say here is just the baseline, the foundation, if you will. So we give gratitude to the universe. You can call it by whatever name or pronoun that you like. Just recognizing an energy that's bigger than us, that we're so collectively a part of. We give gratitude to the earth. She reminds us that we live in a space of abundance rather than a space of scarcity. We have everything that we need and that we ourselves are more than enough. We give gratitude to the indigenous people of these lands: Salish, Kalispel, Kootenai, Blackfoot, Lakota, Pend Oreille, Little Shell, Walla Walla, and Nez Perce tribes. And reminding ourselves that gratitude for the people is just the first baby step in us coming into right relationship and doing the right thing. It goes thought, word, and then deed. We give gratitude for this practice. It reminds us that we as human beings are innately good. We're kind and honest, generous and just. And we give gratitude to Black and Brown people as the original creators and sustainers of this practice. A space of ahimsa, also known as loving action. We give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, to our own ancestors and our own lineage, recognizing our and their trials and triumphs, traumas, tribulations, and transgressions, and holding ourselves responsible for how we choose to repair and restore from any damages that have been done in order to build a peaceful, loving, and liberated world for 7 generations and beyond. And if there's a person or persons, place or places you'd like to dedicate your practice to today, draw them into your mind's eye. Take a nice deep inhale and breathe them all the way into your heart center. And then on your exhale, send them love. When you're ready, you can bring some movement into your knees, into your hips. You can extend your arms up and overhead. Arch your low back up and off the mat. Put and flex through your toes, and then slowly you can come off your couch and roll yourself down and around and over. And we'll bring ourselves into a child's pose. Start off. So sit bones come down to touch the heels. Knees can be as wide as the edges of your mat. Forehead can come down to the earth, and you can allow yourself just to kind of rock back and forth, side to side. So child's pose, being connected to Chinese, traditional Chinese medicine. So in Chinese meridian theory, they talk about it as a space of snake or skin. It's associated with your skin and your lymphatic flow. So if you're ever feeling like your immune energy is off, you're holding things, like allow yourself to kind of come into a space of reorganizing, redistributing, Breathe into the upper part of your back. Exhale, hold. Draw your fingertips towards one another and put a bend in your elbows. Take your thumbs back behind your skull. Breathe into your armpits, your triceps, down and into your elbows. Press your forehead harder into the earth. Hold and breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly take your pinky fingers down and shift yourself forward. You can take your hands and interlock them and stay on your forearms. We'll come into some forearm cat-cow. Pull your elbows towards your knees towards your elbows. Pressing round into yourself. Inhale, heart and chest pull you forward. Exhale, pressing around and squeeze. Knit your rib cage together. Pull up and down on your low belly. Inhale, heart and chest move you forward. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale, bring yourself into a neutral spine. Ground your palms. Pull your elbows in alignment with your wrists. Tuck your toes and send your hips up and into a dolphin pose. Big inhale. Pedal out through the knees. Try not to press back through the knees, but rather press back through your hamstrings and engage your quads. Hold here. You're raising yourself up and out of your shoulders. Try not to drop into them. Roll the parts of your armpits in towards you. Hold and breathe here for 3, for 2, and 1. Drop your knees down to the earth. Untuck your toes. Tops of your feet come down to the mat, and then inhale, arms come high. Exhale, half tortoise pose. Engage your low belly and slowly pull your forehead down to the earth. Pinky fingers reach after. Let yourself shift back and forth, side to side. For 3, 2, and 1. Engage your low belly. Inhale, pull yourself all the way and up. Exhale, 10 through the arms. Inhale, arms extend. Exhale, pull yourself down. Settle into it, and then inhale. Pull yourself up. Exhale. Finish your exhale. Inhale. Arms extend. Engage your low belly. Exhale. Come all the way down. Move really slow. Inhale. Finish your inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, squeeze the palms, engage the low belly. Pull your pelvic floor up towards you on your exhale, and then inhale again. Pelvic floor moves back down toward the earth. Exhale. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, squeeze. Pelvic floor pulls up and in. Forehead comes down towards the earth. Let's go for 1 more round. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, high. Exhale, lower. Drop yourself right back down and into an embryo pose with your arms extended. Pedal out through your shins and your hips. And then shift yourself forward into a table. Knees in alignment with your wrists. Knees right underneath your hips, wrists underneath your shoulders. Exhale. Track the wrists towards the knees towards the wrists. Pull as hard as you can as you knit your rib cage in and pull up and in on your low belly. Press through the upper part of the back a little bit more, and then inhale. Heart and chest pull you forward. Your pelvic floor moves away from you. Roll your shoulder blades down your back. Exhale. Keep pulling wrists towards knees towards the wrists. Press. Inhale. Exhale, press and round. Pull your low belly up in. Your pelvic floor lifts as you keep pulling your wrists towards your knees towards your wrists, and then inhale. And then exhale, bring yourself back into a neutral spine, tuck your toes, and then send your hips back in high down dog. Check in with the elbows, turn the points of the elbows to look back at you, eye of the elbow looks away, press into your palms equally, so the circumference of your palms, so you're not hanging out too far on either side of your wrists. Breathe into your wrists. And then slowly walk your hands back to meet your feet at the back of the mat. Let yourself hang heavy here. Shift and sway back and forth, side to side. And then let your head hang a little bit heavier. You can release the arm, shake your head yes, shake it no. And then in your next inhale, hands move up the front part of the feet and shins, flat back. Hips continue to move back, pull your low belly up and in. Shift yourself back and forth, side to side, wrap your muscles around your bones, and then exhale. Keep your quads engaged as you lower yourself down. You're trying not to feel the quote unquote stretching sensation in the back of the legs, right? That is lengthening, it is not stretching. So stretching, you're engaging both your muscle groups as you fold yourself down and over. Quads may feel a little bit fatigued and strained. That's okay. Breathe into them. Low belly stays pulling up and in as you lift through your hips to support your sacrum. Let the upper part of the body fall. Try not to make it tense like the lower body is. And then ground down through your feet. Engage your low belly. Pull yourself all the way up to stand. Arms come high. Exhale. Hands move down to your sides. Inhale. Arms sweep and lift. Exhale. Dive down and over the tops of the thighs. Engage your quads. Inhale. Hands to your shins, flat back. Let the hips continue to move back. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Keep pulling the crown of the head forward. Try not to grip with your toes. Exhale. Palms come down to the earth. Walk yourself out and into a plank pose. Shoulders over wrists, press back through the heels, shift it forward, drop down to the knees, untuck the toes, lower yourself down to your chest and belly. Chin is out flat, squeeze your elbows in close to your side body, press down through the tops of the feet, and then engage the legs as you roll yourself up, holding that compression in your low back. If you want to float your hands or take them to the sides of you. Heart and chest, keep pulling forward. Not so much of a pull, but a press. Shoulders pull back, heart and chest pull forward. Tops of your feet are pressing down to the earth and engaged. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Release any tension that you're holding in your back and glutes. You can shimmy, press to the knees. Send yourself right back into a child's pose. Roll your fingertips out in front of you. Exhale, soften. And then on the next inhale, shift yourself forward, tuck your toes, send your hips back in high down dog. Spot to either side of your pinky and step your feet wide. Let yourself drop down into a malasana first to start. Elbows to the inside of the knees, knees to the inside of the elbows, palms to your heart center, press. Elbows, knees, knees, elbows, palms together. Breathe into that gap in your hips. You can always shift back and forth, side to side, moving slow, moving quick. Hold and breathe for 3, 2, 1. Palms come down to the earth. Lift through the hips. Take the hands around your legs so you're grabbing onto the outside of your ankles. Your shoulders are pressing against your knees against your shoulders, and then little tiny pulses here with the hips. They are not big movements. You're looking for the engagement of your hips and your adductors. Your low belly pulls up and in. You're slowly moving. It should feel like work for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Drop your hips down. Elbows to knees, knees to elbows, hands to heart. Press into all. Slowly release. Extend your arms out in front of you. Take your legs up into a boat. Legs and arms can come high. Big inhale. Activate your quads. Exhale. Hold here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Pull the soles of the feet in towards one another, coming into your butterfly pose. Press with equal force between the feet. Engage your low belly. Exhale, pull up and in on your pelvic floor as you let yourself come down and over the tops of the arches of the feet. Hold here for 3, for 2, for 1. Slowly release. Hands to the outside of the knees. Pull them to your center line. Bring yourself down and onto your back. Squeeze the knees in towards the chest. Send the soles of the feet high. You can always kind of beat out through the legs, right? Shimmy through your hips. Activate your quads. So press both soles of the feet up. Really try to activate to the point where the legs are almost cramping. Maybe you breathe through the cramp rather than release it. Hold for 3, for 2, and for 1. Put a big bend in the knees. Grab from the inside of the legs to the outside of the feet. Happy baby. Pull down through the low belly first, and through the low back, and then press the hands into the feet into the hands. Find that release through the hips. The release might feel like a shake. Hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly bring the feet down towards the earth. Heel toe your feet wide and let your knees knock in. Try to keep the soles of the feet down. Tuck your tailbone and then squeeze the inside of the thighs and the knees. If you feel your glutes tensing, release them. You can take your hands to massage out through your belly and into your psoas, moving and shifting anything internally around, noticing anything that might feel out of sort or peculiar. And then slowly release. Take your legs all the way down to the end of your mat. Bring yourself into your Shavasana. I have to pull my cards from the studio because I keep leaving them there. And we'll start pulling cards again, y'all. One hand to heart, one hand to belly. The sacred light, the sacred feminine, the sacred masculine, and the sacred love in me sees, honors, and reflects the sacred light, the sacred feminine, the sacred masculine, and the sacred love in each of you, the collectively in all of us. Thank you all for sharing your practice with me and for trusting me with your bodies, hearts, spirits, minds, and souls. And when you do leave this space, be sure to go in peace. And remember to serve love always, because love is the main ingredient and it's our only pathway to liberation. Thanks so much, everybody. You can stay in your Shavasana as long as you need, but I will see you all in the next video.